Hello, dear radio listeners and viewers joining us via live stream or replay. I'm Shantae, for those of you who may be new or just not know, but I'm better known as Life Coach 614 here on social media. And I am thrilled to have each and every one of you here with us today as we embark on this journey of self-care and well-being together. Now, before we dive into our main topic, let's set a few ground rules to ensure a positive experience for everyone. To maintain a harmonious atmosphere, we do have admins and moderators in the chat to help keep things flowing. Please understand that this space is all about sharing, caring, and embracing each other's unique self-care journeys. Your active participation and engagement are key to cultivating the positive energy that we value so much. We kindly ask that you be mindful of your contributions, as all donations and subscriptions during the live stream directly support the Self-Care Club, LLC. Your generosity helps to create a ripple effect of positivity in our community, enabling us to continue to spread joy on purpose. For more information about the Self-Care Club, or if you are interested in booking a personalized one-on-one life coaching session, I encourage you to visit selfcareclub.org for more details. Now, let's pledge to make this community a beacon of positivity and support for everyone. If you are ready to embark on this new self-care adventure with me today, please flood the chat with some green hearts for me today. All right, you guys. So our topic today is going to be the power of affirmations. The power of affirmations. Positive affirmations are such a powerful tool, and they can significantly transform one's self-perception and enhance our overall well-being. At their core, positive affirmations are simple, positive statements that an individual repeats to themselves with intention. And the purpose is to foster a positive mindset and help them to start to overcome any negative thoughts that they have. So positive affirmations work by reprogramming our subconscious mind, helping individuals to shift their focus from negative thoughts to positive self-beliefs. The brain's neuroplasty allows it to form new neural pathways, which then are strengthened through repetition. So, you know how we're always saying, talk nice to me? Speak nice to me. And we know that words have power. And so, as our sister Kale says, speak life into something, right? And so, when we shift our thoughts from negative thoughts to more positive ones, what happens is we create like these new paths in our brain. But if we only say it once, then it's just a little tiny narrow path, and nothing really comes from it. But when we keep repeating these affirmations again and again, right? Now all of a sudden our brain says, okay, wait, this is something. This is something she believes in. This is something he believes in. All right, so then that path gets a little wider. And that path gets a little wider, and it keeps growing and growing. And so we talked about how, if you do something repetitively for 21 days, it becomes a habit. And so if we repeat affirmations on a regular basis over and over again, speaking life over ourselves, then that allows us to strengthen these bonds, strengthen the brain's neuroplasty, right? And so that way we're creating new neural pathways. So they always say, like, if you want something new, you got to do something different, right? And so if you want more positivity in your life, if you want more joy, more blessings, then we have to think more positive thoughts, right? We've got to continue to speak life over ourselves. And so, this principle that we're discussing today is supported by the self-affirmation theory, which posits that affirmations help us maintain our self-integrity. And it does so by reminding individuals of their core values and strengths, thus reducing the impact of threats to our self-concept. So the more we speak life over ourselves, the more that we pour positivity into ourselves, then the more it kind of blocks out what other people think, right? And so we don't have to go outside for outside validation or external validation. I always joke around and I say, when I get up in the mornings and I push this button to go live, before I do so, I've got to be extra heavy on my self-care because I never know what I'm going to get, right? When I come into this live stream in the mornings, y'all know social media is filled with trolls. Rich Risings, KB and Ann, welcome in, loves. Social media is filled with trolls, right? And so when I push the button to go online, I go through this check and I'm like, okay, glasses, check, head wrap, check, got the earrings on, check, everything. I try to make sure that I'm put together externally because that's the first thing that people are going to attack, right? But when I think about being put together externally, that looks different for everyone. So I have to say, okay, do I like me? So do I like the glasses with my head wrap? Do I like the earrings? Do I like what I have on today, right? Because if I like it, it doesn't make a difference to me if anyone else does or does not, right? And so, I've got to be extra heavy on my self-care, and I've got to make sure that I feel good about me, first and foremost. Because then when someone else comes in and they try to tear it down, listen, it doesn't matter. I woke up this morning and I liked me. Right? So your like would have only been an extra. Your like would have only been a bonus, but it doesn't sustain me, right? It's not feeding me. It doesn't quench what I'm looking for or what I need. So then that way when I meet people who aren't necessarily interested or don't necessarily like what I've got going on, hey, it's okay. Because I woke up today and I liked me and that was enough. Right? So again, these affirmations help us maintain our self-integrity. So then that way, when there are things that come to threaten our self-concept or our perception of ourselves, we can just block it. Okay? And so, we have these technical things that I'm going to introduce you guys to. One of them is called a cognitive dissonance reduction. Again, it's cognitive dissonance, so dissonance reduction. And this is when individuals affirm positive aspects of themselves, they experience less cognitive dissonance. Okay? And so what that means, dissonance is the psychological discomfort caused by holding conflicting beliefs. So it's that kind of gray area where, I kind of feel good about myself and, I got dressed and I went out and I thought I was cute, or, I thought I did the project right, or, whatever it is. But then now these external, entities, these external things start to show up, and now they got me questioning. Does it look good? Is my hair okay, y'all? Do the glasses and the earrings really match the outfit? Did I really do the project right? Is this really good content to give people? Because now I'm starting to question myself. Like, I put the work in and I liked it, but no one showed up to the live stream, or no one stayed. The project isn't really taking off. So now I'm starting to question myself, right? So that's that cognitive dissonance. And so affirmations help that, and help you to minimize that or lessen it by allowing you to align your self-perception and positive beliefs. Thank you guys so much for the screen tabs. And so then there's something called a self-perception theory. This theory suggests that people develop attitudes by observing their own behavior. And I'm always interested in this one because, y'all, I'm a people watcher. It's what I do, right? As a life coach, I make a living by talking to people, understanding why people do what they do, and helping people to understand why they're doing kind of the things that they're doing, and helping them to break habits, break cycles, right? And so that means that I spend a great deal of my time watching people. I watch how we engage with each other, but more importantly, I watch how we treat ourselves, right? Most of what I do when I watch people is I learn their patterns and their habits to see how they treat themselves. North side, are you guys okay? Give me a second, south side. It says a good connection for me, so Shan, if you can hear me, you might just need to go out and go back in, sis. All right, I'm gonna keep going. So basically, this self-perception theory suggests that, you know, people's attitudes are developed based upon their behaviors, right? And so when individuals consistently engage in positive self-talk, they begin to internalize these affirmations, leading to a more positive self-view. Now, we've got to understand that this also happens when you have negative self-talk, right? So when we are in circles of friends or family or whatever, right? When the people that are closest to us are negative people and they never have anything positive to say, you know, we've got to understand that that negativity is also manifesting. That negativity is also hurting us. And so, you know, yes, we say, oh, you know, the positivity helps, but the positivity only helps if we minimize or remove the negativity. Okay? We've got to get rid of the negative thoughts and the negative images. I was just talking to someone yesterday, and we were explaining how this particular person, their overall demeanor is just kind of negative. And, you know, for me, being a person on the outside looking in and watching this person, you know, I'm like, well, this person is experiencing the behavior that they're getting from people because they themselves are negative. Okay, Fergie, see you later, love. You know, this person is experiencing this because they themselves are negative. This person has a tendency to just kind of pop off and go off on people, right? And so the energy that this person is receiving back is always people who are a little more negative towards them. And, you know, it's a really sad thing because I see this person, hey, Brett, hey, Kaisel, I see this person and I know that deep down, like, this person is a sweetheart. However, they just have this hard, like, Eminem exterior tough shell about them. And what happens is this person ends up serving these negative vibes and this negative energy all the time. And so, in turn, she's manifesting it right back to her. But then she can't understand why people keep treating her the way that they keep treating her, right? And so I had to explain to the person that I was speaking to yesterday that when we think of karma, most people think, oh, if I'm nice to Britt, then Britt's going to be nice to me. And that's not necessarily the case. It needs to be more of a, okay, well, first of all, if I'm nice to other people, then in general, other people will be nice to me, right? I'll get that energy back. But not everyone is going to be nice, right? We always talk about you can't expect you from them. So what happens is, you know, even though the people that, you know, this person dates or their immediate family, yeah, she's nice to them, of course, right? There's this exchange that she's seeking. But to the external world, like to complete strangers, or when things don't go her way, she's not very nice. And so what happens is, I believe that the universe is returning it back to her by those who are closest to her, which is causing failed relationships, which is causing disconnect within others, you know, which is causing disconnect within others and things like that. You've got to be mindful of the energy that you're putting out into the world, because the universe will serve it back to you. And sometimes the universe is not going to serve it back to you in the ways that you would think. It's not always going to be a complete stranger who treats you different. Hey, Professor K. Sometimes the universe will say, you know what, I got to use those closest to you to teach you a lesson. For some of us, it's not who's close to us. It'll be, you know, a complete stranger who shows up and causes some sort of disruption. So again, you know, you've got to be mindful on how you treat people. It's kind of like we do things a certain way when we feel like there are eyes on us, right? But then when the eyes are off of us, all of a sudden we move about differently. Hey, Allie. we start to move about differently, right? Because now all of a sudden we think, okay, nobody's watching, so we go back being this being nasty person. But at the end of the day, the universe sees all the time, and so we've got to, start to be more mindful. So I bring that up, and I talk about the negative piece in order to say, when we speak that positivity, we've got to keep in mind that this positivity only works if we begin to eliminate the negativity, right? It has to be more than me saying nice things to myself. It has to be me treating myself nice, right? Because my actions have to align with my words. And my actions and my words need to align with what I believe in, what I value. So for those of you who are like, oh, I've been saying affirmations every day, and I wake up and I say, I am loved, I am kind, I am beautiful. Okay, but do you believe that you are loved? Do you believe that you are kind? Do you honestly believe that you are beautiful? Right? Is that something that you value? And so that, again, is this self-perception theory, which means, people develop attitudes by observing their own behavior. So if things in your life aren't going in the direction, right, you feel like you're spinning your wheels. You're like, okay, I show up to self-care club every day, and I start my day with affirmations, and I'm drinking more water, and I'm doing this, and da-da-da-da-da. Okay, so now you told me all the things that you are doing, but now tell me about what you're not doing, right? You can get up and you can dress up and put your makeup on and all of that, right? But at the end of the day, now you're just wearing a mask. But did you feel like you were beautiful before you put the makeup on? Because if not, then your actions are not aligning. So then things are out of sync, because now you're going to start to develop imposter syndrome. You're going to start to think, am I actually pretty? Am I good enough? Am I worthy of this? My bad, sis. Just say ouch. I didn't mean to step on your toes this morning, babe. But I had a tendency to do that. So I tell y'all, don't wear flip-flops when you come in here, honey. Y'all need steel-toe boots with me. Yeah, so Ali says, I'm not putting myself last anymore, and I'm not letting others cross my boundaries. And listen, I need you to believe that, Ali. I need you to make sure that is your value, okay? That is a hard thing for you, right? So you need to make sure that this is my value, this is what I believe in. Wholeheartedly. This is my mantra, this is my motto. Every single day, Ali, I need you to wake up and say, I'm no longer putting myself last, and I'm no longer letting others cross my boundaries. Every single morning, every single night, throughout the day when you feel yourself being tested. Rich Rising Serenity. Every single day. Okay? And so we want to make sure that, what we think is what we feel, which is how we act, right? We can't say, oh, I want more blessings in my life, and then we go out here treating other people wrong. We go out here being mean to other people. Hey, Angela, welcome in. So we've got to make sure that we're operating in alignment. Mr. T, welcome in, bro. We're operating in alignment, okay? And so, like I said, when individuals consistently, keyword consistently, y'all, because y'all know that consistency is the key. We got to do it over and over and over and over and over again and again and again, okay? So, when we consistently engage in positive self-talk, good morning, Mr. Awesome, you're awesome. When we consistently engage in positive self-talk, then we begin to internalize these affirmations, leading to a more positive self-view. Okay? So then there's something called the placebo effect. So much like the placebo effect in medicine, y'all familiar with that, right? Where, when they test out these medicines and they get a group of people together and they say, okay, 10 people, we've got 10 medications. 5 of them are the actual medication. 5 of them are just a sugar pill. Nothing's going to happen, right? But we need to test every single one of you the exact same. So the placebo effect, that's, essentially what the placebo effect is in medicine. And so positive affirmations can create real changes simply by the individuals believing in the efficacy. So these people that they get together to test out these medications, right? They believe that they've gotten the medicine. All right? And only the doctors know who has and who hasn't. Right? And so these people are taking this medication and they believe that I'm the one who got the actual medicine. And I won't know until I see the effects. But because you believe, all of a sudden, it's like when we're ill and we say, you know what, don't give in to the illness. Don't claim it. Don't say, oh my gosh, my back hurts today or my head hurts today. You say, you know what, I am healed. Because we don't want to give into it, right? And so the more that we speak these positive affirmations, the more that we speak life over ourselves, then we can start to create real changes in our life, right? Because if we believe it, they always say, like, if you believe it, you can achieve it, right? And so we continue to speak positivity over ourselves, and we continuously pour into ourselves and love on ourselves, because then that allows us to move differently, right? It hits different when we believe it. So, you know, as a female, men tend to compliment our beauty, our exterior. But when you have a female who doesn't feel beautiful and she doesn't necessarily value her external beauty, when we're given that compliment, and even if it's not from a man, you know, when our girls give us a compliment and they're like, oh, coach, your hair is cute today. Listen, if I thought my hair looked like trash, nothing you can say is going to make me feel better. So I'm like, okay, yeah, thanks. Right? But it hits different. If I woke up this morning and I'm like, ooh, I got that wrap on just right, and the, you know, the little shells and the candy popping today, the curls is curling. And then somebody be like, ooh, I like your hair. I'm like, I knew it was right today, y'all. Like, it hits different. It feels different. Because I'm aligned with how I'm feeling about it. Okay? So the placebo effect just means that when it comes to these affirmations, it just means that we're able to start to create real change, real views, real opinions about ourselves, or improve the perception that we have of ourselves. All right? So again, we talked about the cognitive dissonance reduction. We talked about the self-perception theory. And then we also just talked about the placebo effect. So I want to go into some more of the positive effects or the benefits of positive affirmations. Because y'all, by the end of the day, I'm trying to sell y'all on some affirmations, honey. And it ain't going to cost you a penny. You're just going to spend a little bit of time every day loving on you. So the first benefit of positive affirmations, excuse me, is an improved self-esteem. Improved self-esteem. So by replacing negative self-talk with positive affirmations, it would help you to build a stronger, more positive self-identity. And this leads to a higher self-esteem, which leads to a more optimistic outlook on life. All right, Allie, let's go shopping, girl. Let's go shopping. So again, it'll boost our self-esteem, which will then give us a more optimistic view on life, which means we see things a little more positively, right? The next benefit would be reduced stress and anxiety. Show of hands. Who could use a little less stress? I'm going to put both of my hands up. And I'm going to wiggle my toes too. Miss Glow, hey love, welcome in. Right? So I know that I could use a little less stress. I'll take a little less mess for 200, Alex. For 200, I'll take a little less mess. She walked in like me in Rich Risings. LaCara said, don't pick me. I'll take a little less stress, right? I mean, I'm navigating now, but y'all, I can navigate a lot better if I just had a little less mess. And so when we think of our affirmations, affirmations can interrupt negative thought patterns and provide a calming effect, reducing our stress and anxiety levels. So you mean to tell me I don't need nobody else to do it? Like I could do it myself? I could be a strong black woman out here and do it by myself, right? So if I just talk nice to me and I speak positivity over my life, you mean to tell me that I can actually reduce my stress level, reduce my anxiety levels, just by focusing on positive outcomes? You mean to tell me that I can shift my mindset from fear and worry to hope and confidence? Like, that's a thing? You know? So again, yeah, you're right. I'm going to absolutely wake up every day and pour into myself. I'm going to absolutely wake up every day, or every single time I pass the mirror, I'm going to have to do a double take and be like, all right, she beautiful. I see you. Your hair is gorgeous. What I describe as beautiful, you know, hey, the next person might not see, but I've heard all my life that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And baby, ain't nobody holding me but me, so I'm beautiful. Yeah. And I'm beautiful on the inside and out. Right? And so I love me. And so then when I wake up every morning now, I'm like, listen, I love me. And if anybody else loves me throughout the day, then that's a bonus. But I woke up loving me first. I woke up, you know, in this body that was wonderfully, fearfully, beautifully made by my Creator. Right? So I don't care if society says that I'm supposed to be, you know, a size whatever. Baby, I'm the size that I am. I like my curves. You know, I love the skin that I'm in. So I've got to wake up each day and just speak life over me. I love me. I value me. I'm important. I'm worthy. I am strong. I am overcoming. I am healed. Right? Sickness ain't finna get a hold of me. I am healed. So another benefit of positive affirmations is enhanced performance. Positive affirmations can boost motivation and performance by reinforcing a belief in one's ability. I can do it. Oh no, here's one for y'all. It's not impossible, because I'm possible. Right? So I'm going to be able to get through life, and I'm going to be able to conquer this situation that everyone else keeps telling me is impossible, because I know that I'm possible. Right? Oh, there's a storm ahead. Baby, I am the storm. Get out of my way. Right? Like, I don't care about a little rain. Right? I don't care about a little test. I'm about to make this test my testimony. They be like, oh, you do it, it's gonna hurt. And baby, when I get finished doing it, I'm gonna turn that pain into power. What? It's a little messy ahead. That's all right. I already see the message. Get out my way. Because I got a plan, and I'm aligned. And I woke up today, and I loved me. And I know that I am strong. And I know that I am beautiful. And I know that I am loved. And I know that I am worthy. So I got this. Right? If you don't believe in you, then just say that. But don't try to impose how you feel about you onto me. Because, baby, I know me. So I got this. Devil, get behind me. Go on somewhere. I got this, right? So our positive affirmations give us that boost that we need, right? That little extra boost of confidence that we need. And it allows us to perform at a higher level. Because now, listen, I got a little swag about me. And so, you know, that enhanced performance is particularly effective in high pressure situations. So, y'all ever see athletes before they hit the field, or, you know, whatever it is, before they get out there and do what they do? Y'all always see them having a little pep talk. So they get in that little huddle, and they be over there. Okay, I don't know about what sports y'all watch. Okay, but when I be seeing the athletes at the HBCUs, listen, they be over there and they be hype. And they be like, yeah, like in this, and then they hype themselves up, right? Or my favorite, because I don't really watch sports, y'all. I was trying to make something up and it sound good, right? Right, Tamika? Tamika understood, just listen. So what I did watch growing up is boxing with my dad, right? So I watch boxing, and the boxers, you know, they got their hype men around them, right? They got the people around them. Brooks, quit laughing at me, just so they got the people around them who hype them up, right? And so you got your hype man, you know, whatever, and they come out and they're like, yeah, come on, let's go, you got this, you the best, you the champ, you this, you that. They're speaking life over this person. But if that person does not feel like they're the champ, if that person doesn't feel like they can win, then they've already been defeated, regardless of how this match turns out. Because it is not just strength, right? As a boxer, it is not just how hard you hit. If your mind doesn't align with those hits, listen, Linda, listen, honey, it's not gonna work. Okay? It's not. And so we have to make sure that our mental aligns with what we are physically trying to do. So if I go into a situation and I'm like, oh God, this is impossible, but I'm like, but coach says I'm possible. But if I don't feel like I'm possible, then that's impossible. Like it's impossible for me to get this done if I don't believe in my heart, in my soul, in my mind, in every single thing that I'm doing that I'm possible. So you've got to make sure that, you know, as you're speaking life over yourself, just like when I say, when we say our affirmations, you got to tailor them to you. So if I give you a list of affirmations, hey Linda, you walked in perfect on time and I'm loving the name. If I were to give you guys a list of affirmations and I say, hey, these are the affirmations that I say every morning when I wake up and I feel amazing every day. If I give you that list and you just say the same thing that I'm saying, you're not speaking life over you. If what I say for me doesn't align with what you need for you, right? Thank you, Vaughn. So you want to make sure that, you know, what you're saying is what you're believing. You want to feel it, okay? You want to feel it. So you don't just want useless words coming out of your mouth. Because, listen, the universe, because obviously these affirmations is from our mouth to God's ears, right, y'all? God ain't playing with us. Thank you, Mr. T. God ain't playing with us. We over here talk about, yes, I'm positive and I'm amazing and I'm an awesome person. And then I feel so dark and hurt. You know what I'm saying? I'm so broken up on the inside that I don't even believe what I'm saying. So then we supposed to expect somebody else to believe it? We supposed to think that God think that we believe that? No. So at this point, we're wasting our time. So we want to make sure that the things that we say align with what we actually feel, with what we actually believe. So when you're saying your affirmations, for those of you who are like, I've been saying these affirmations every day and they don't work. Well, do you believe them? Do you feel it? Did you rewrite it? Did you reword it? Think about an English class growing up, y'all, in school. Did you paraphrase it or did you plagiarize it? What up, T. Chauncey? Hey, Ginger. Did you paraphrase it or did you plagiarize it? Right? Did you copy it word for word? I am beautiful. Okay, well that's nice. But do you feel beautiful? Did you put some respect on it? Did you say me, I am beautiful? So I'm not gonna just sit there and say, oh, I am beautiful. No, I'm gonna say I am beautiful. I am beautiful as I am. I am beautiful in the skin, right? Or people say, oh, you know, she's pretty for a black girl. Baby, I would be pretty as a white girl, an Asian girl, a whatever girl, honey. I'm beautiful, period. Right? Oh, your hair is cute for, you know, for this part. Girl, my hair is cute what are you talking about? Like, I'm gonna put some respect on it. So when you're saying the affirmations, you need to personalize it. So that way, it's no confusion. Right? Yes, we are all beautiful. I wholeheartedly believe that each and every one of us are beautiful. Right? But when I say my affirmations, it ain't got nothing to do with you. It is about me. If there is one selfish thing that I can say that I do on a regular, it is speak life into me. Now, I make a living encouraging other people to speak life over them. But in the morning, I first and foremost speak life over me. I am beautiful as I am right now in this moment. With this skin, with this hair, right? With these flaws, at this size, in this current position, I am beautiful. In spite of anything that anyone else has to say about it. Somebody else, oh, you're overweight and I look good. And you can't hurt my feelings. We not little anymore, right? People say 6 stones can break my bones. Listen, and I might too. Test me. I'm healing. I'm not yet healed. So if y'all gonna bring the 7-year-old Shantae back, just know that, little Johnny might have a black eye from, playing with me. Right? So make sure that you start the day positive for you. Make sure that you are believing in the things that you are saying and speaking over yourself. I want to say yes, yes. Because listen, little Johnny, you're going to catch these hands. You call me fat again. What up, DJ Princess? Hey, Silas. Welcome in. All right. So come on, y'all. Let's keep going. So another benefit of affirmations is better mental health. Y'all know I'm a firm believer in mind your mental. Okay? We need to improve our mental health because for years, life has been lifing. And I think we all understand that phrase when I say life is lifing. So we all have some type of trauma. It might be a big T trauma, it might be a little T trauma, it don't matter. Trauma, right? And so over the years, we've all gone a little crazy. Right? And there's no thing as one of us being crazier than the other, right? Just like sin is sin, crazy, y'all. We all a little mad. And so we need to work on improving our mental health. And before we can even get out the door to get to therapy, we've got to be able to navigate within this house in order to say, you know what, I am worthy of healing. I am worthy of, letting go of my past trauma. I deserve to do this. But I got to get myself together in order to get out the door to go to therapy. I got to get myself together in order to pick up the phone and reach out for help. And so a lot of us keep saying, or a lot of times, I'll say this, a lot of times, because of what I do for a living, I attract hurt people. Sorry, all of you are hurt people. I love you though. And that's okay because we're healing, right? So I attract hurt people. And it is because of what I offer, right? It is because I represent healing. I represent positivity. And so I know that I attract people who are hurt, who have been hurt, who at some point identify with hurt and pain, right? And so I attract what people sometimes refer to as like a broken bird, right? And I am a fixer. I try to help people fix it because I'm very solution driven. And so, and don't worry y'all, when I called y'all hurt people, baby, listen, I'm a hurt person too. I'm just a hurt person who now helps to heal. And I too am still healing. And so when we with what I do, because I attract hurt people, right? What happens is people will come in, and as I'm talking, they'll say, well, I haven't been able to do this, and I'm not doing this, and oh, that's hard, and oh, this is this, and oh, this is that. And not that I'm dismissing, what they're dealing with or their attempts at things. What I have to dismiss is their negative outlook on it. People who, come to me and they say, oh, I wish I could be more da-da-da-da-da. And then before I can even open my mouth, they're like, but yeah, because this is this and that is that. And, couldn't get this and should have got that. And well, everything I need to know has been said right there. You're a pessimist. You're focused on the negative, right? And so we've got to use these affirmations and set these intentions in order to change our pessimistic thoughts into more optimistic thoughts. Okay? And so these affirmations will help us improve our mental health, because when we consistently practice positive affirmations, it helps to contribute to our mental health by reducing those symptoms of anxiety and depression, right? Affirmations promote a sense of control. And most people who feel like they can't do something is because they feel like they cannot control what's about to happen. And it will also help us to feel more empowered, right? It gives us that extra boost that we need, right? And so now we're a little more empowered, a little more encouraged to try. And both of these things, that sense of control and that empowerment gives us, like I said, the extra boost that we need, and it helps us to improve our mental well-being. And so then we also have improved relationships. Positive self-perception often translates into better interactions with others. So because I, am more positive, it allows me to have more positive exchanges with other people. Remember, I was explaining to you about the young lady that I've been observing who constantly has like negative vibes, and but I think that it's because she pours out negativity, and so in turn she has more negative exchanges with people. Even though maybe she doesn't come to me in a negative way, she's come to someone else in a negative way, and maybe I'm the vessel that serves the negativity back to her. So now she's shocked and she's taken back, like, oh my God, I can't believe that, Shantae did this. Well, I'm sorry, the universe sent me to teach you a lesson, right? And so in order to have better relationships with others, better energy exchanges, right? Our positive self-perception begins to translate into better interactions with others. Individuals who feel good about themselves are more likely to engage in positive, healthy relationships, right? So I feel good about me, so that way when I now show up and I exchange energy with others, I don't have to exchange negativity because I feel good about me. I'm happy. I'm excited. I like what's going on for me. Right? So now when I meet other people, I can engage with them in a more positive way. But I can always tell when I meet someone who doesn't necessarily feel good about themselves, because what they serve me back is negativity. And so again, I try to encourage that person to speak life over themselves and to be more positive. Because then when they show up, it's not their own negative beliefs that they're putting out and pushing off on everyone else. If they think more positively over themselves, and they feel more empowered, and they start to see that it's not impossible because I'm possible, right? Then, what they give out to other people will then authentically be more positive. And so we've got to keep those things in mind when we think about these affirmations. And it doesn't have to be, you guys, getting in the mirror or, writing things down, although I definitely believe in the mirror work. But it's wherever you are. So wherever you spend the majority of your time, let's say you're at work. We get these jobs 8 to 12 hours, sometimes 16 hours of our time. Make sure you have, affirmations surrounding you. And they're going to change. Okay, you're not going to say the same affirmations that you did when you were a kid. We've grown past the I am smart, I am kind, I am loved, I am wonderful, I am beautiful. Listen, we've gotten past those. But wherever you're at and whatever season that you're in, so wherever you're physically located and wherever you are mentally sitting, okay, you've got to have affirmations that speak to you. that you wholeheartedly believe in. So I'm a person, I used to use Post-it notes, and I would write positive things that I needed to remember, kind of like a note to self. And I would post them all over the place. So that way, every time I went there, I would see it. So if my focus was to, let's say I'm trying to eat better, I would have affirmations on the cabinet in the kitchen saying, I am better than, that this sugary snack. I am beautiful as I am, and I'm working to improve even more. You see what I'm saying? Like, I would give myself positive reminders. So I'm not going to write a note and say, don't eat that fat girl. No, that does not speak to me. That is not helping me. That is, I know people are like, oh, but it's tough love. I don't need to be tough on myself. The world is already tough on me. So I'm not going to further tear me down. So I'm going to make sure that I write something positive in order to remind myself, hey, this is the goal. This is the focus. This is what you want. I'm going to fight for it because it's what I want. And so, in practicing these affirmations, we got to make sure that we're identifying the negative beliefs first. So, like I said, you want to begin, if you're on the beginning of your affirmation journey, thank you, DJ Princess. You have an amazing day as well, love. If you were at the beginning of an affirmation journey, or let's say you just need a reboot, a refresh, because you're like, I've been doing it wrong, and I need a do-over, I need a repeat, right? The first thing that you're going to want to do is to identify the negative beliefs. So grab a piece of paper, and y'all begin by noting down any reoccurring negative thoughts, any reoccurring self-doubts. All right, this is called self-awareness, and that's the first step in us transforming our mindset. So before we can focus on the good and the good get better, we got to identify what's bad. We've got to be able to pluck out the rotten fruit, the rotten thoughts, right? So I want you guys to begin by identifying and acknowledging these reoccurring negative thoughts. We all have something at some point that we have said to ourselves over and over again. I'm not worthy of this. I don't deserve this. I messed up, so I don't deserve this. Right? So you guys are going to write those things down. Some of us are going to need a couple sheets of paper because we've been sitting in this negative space so long, we don't even know what to do. But again, that acknowledgement, that accountability is going to be our first step to say, hey, this is what I've been thinking. This is what I've been saying to myself. This is what I've been believing. We're going to write those things down. So then, after we've made this list, whether it's one thing or 1 million things, we're going to get through it. So now we've made this list and we've identified these negative beliefs. Excuse me, we've identified these negative beliefs. Now we're going to create positive statements. So we're going to convert these negative beliefs into positive affirmations. We're going to make sure that these affirmations or these statements are positive, specific, and phrased in present tense. So for example, if your negative belief is, I am always failing, I'm going to shift that to say, I am learning and growing every day. Same thing, two different mindsets. So rather than say, I am always failing, because if I say I am always failing, I'm always failing. Instead of saying that, I'm going to say, I am learning and growing every day. I am constantly evolving. So we have to make sure that we are being specific and realistic. Affirmations should be believable and achievable. So for instance, I am a successful person is way more effective than saying I am the best in the world. I'm a successful person. Because if I say I am the best in the world, I am placing a comparison on everyone else in the world. And it's me versus me. I'm my only competition. So the rest of the world is irrelevant. What other people are doing doesn't matter, because I am a successful person. DJ Khaled said, all I do is win, 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 no matter what. Right? He didn't say all I do is win over everyone else. I excel past everyone else. No, first of all, it wouldn't even sound good in the song. He ain't focused on everybody else. He said all I do is win. Reminding himself I am a winner. Because I don't have time to compare myself to someone else. What's the point? It's me versus me. I am my only competition. So I am a successful person. So now that we've gotten our affirmations specific and realistic, right? We want to make sure that we're repeating them regularly. Consistency is key. Consistency is crucial. So we want to make sure that we set aside time every single day. For me, I do it first thing in the morning and I do it before I go to bed. You want to repeat your affirmations on a regular schedule. For some of us, okay, if you're a coffee drinker and you wake up every morning and you make your coffee, baby, as you are pouring that cup of coffee, I need you to recite your affirmations. I hope all y'all brush y'all's teeth and wash y'all's face every day. I hope all of you take showers every day. Utilize that time. Speak life into yourself as you brush your teeth. Speak life into yourself as you take a shower, as you pour that coffee. Whatever, you don't have to set specific time just to do that. If you have a busy schedule, some of us, we don't have the time to. But as I get up and as I'm getting dressed each morning to, do my live content or whatever it is I'm doing for the day, I am speaking life over myself. I wasn't really sure about that little outfit, but I know that I am beautiful, so this outfit is just a bonus. This outfit is just extra. Or, you know what, I recognize I didn't iron my shirt today and it's a little wrinkle, but you know what, I am beautiful and I'm aware of these wrinkles. Right? Thank you, Kale. I'm going to speak into myself and I'm going to hype myself up. Before I push the button, before I go out there and be this beacon of positivity to everyone else, I'm going to start by being a beacon of positivity to myself. I'm going to first shine the light for me. So then that way, as I go out here to shine the light for everyone else, I feel good about me. I feel good about who I am. That way, there's nothing that anyone can say to stop my shine, to tear me down. All right? So, set aside time each day, morning and before bed, or whatever time is convenient for you, to repeat your affirmations. You want to make sure that you're repeating your affirmations, because that will help to reinforce the new neural pathway that is forming in your brain. Thank you so much for the follow. Hi, Tracy. All right. And then most importantly, you guys, you have to visualize it. You've got to believe it. You got to see it. So while you're repeating your affirmations, I need you to visualize them becoming a reality. If you say that, if you believe that you are going to save up enough money to take this trip, you got to see yourself on that trip already. You got to, as I'm saying this and I'm pouring this in and I say, I'm going to get this project done. I believe that I am capable of doing this. I believe that I am worthy of doing this. I believe that I'm strong enough in doing this. Baby, I see me boarding the plane for the trip. Right? If you are manifesting love in your life and you believe that there's this relationship coming, hey Shorty Red, you believe that this is happening, honey. Listen, the man might not have a face beside you yet in your vision, but honey, you see yourself locked in arm in arm and y'all taking trips. I am relationship goals. I am a wife. I am a husband. Right? I'm gonna speak it. My future husband better get ready, right? Because I done already seen him. I'm manifesting that man, right? So you want to make sure that you can visualize it and that you believe it. And so you want to make sure that you can see it. Because if you can't see you achieving this goal, if you can't see your worth, how are you supposed to feel it? If you don't believe you're worthy, how is your mind going to change? How are you going to shift your own perception? And then, if I don't even believe it, what am I actually showing other people? If I say that I'm worthy, but I feel worthless, what image am I actually putting forth for others to see? So, again, imagine the positive outcomes and feelings that are associated with these beliefs. The more that you can vividly picture them, the more effective your affirmations will be. So again, we go back to the boxers. When they're out there and they're getting hyped up and they say, I'm a winner, I'm a champion, I got this, I'm doing this, I got this, I'm doing, right? They believe, they believe it. So then they start to see themselves knocking their opponent out. They start to see themselves with the belt. Because they believe it. They can see it. There's no doubt in their mind. I'm going to win this fight. That's why you see these athletes out here talking trash. Right? Because they know I'm a winner. I'm a winner. I got this. I can do this. All right? So you want to make sure that you visualize it. You want to make sure that you believe it. So I've got some examples of some positive affirmations. So if you're looking for something that's a general well-being affirmation, you could say something like, I am at peace with who I am. That's just very general well-being, right? I am at peace with who I am. If you're looking for a boost, to boost your self-confidence, I would say something like, I believe in my abilities to express my true self with ease. I believe in my abilities to express my true self with ease. If you are looking for career success, I am capable and equipped to achieve success in my career. I am possible, right? I am capable and equipped to achieve success in my career. When we think of our health and wellness, y'all know I've been saying that I'm a little under the weather. So in order to speak life back into myself, I would say, I am healthy, energetic, and optimistic. No, listen, I know I might feel like crap, but I'm going to tell myself I am healthy, energetic, and optimistic. I am healthy. When we think of our relationships, we would say, I am surrounded by love and support. I am surrounded by love and support. Oh, happy early birthday to you, Chauncey. Enjoy your trip. All right, so we're going to finish up today by talking about some tips for maximizing the impact of positive affirmations. You want to make sure that when you're working on your affirmations that you personalize them. Tailor your affirmations to reflect your personal goals and values. Personalized affirmations resonate more deeply and they're more effective. Hey, Jesse. You want to focus on positivity, right? Because we focus on the good and the good gets better. So you want to focus on what you want to achieve, not what you want to avoid. For instance, instead of saying, I will not be anxious, you are going to say, I am calm and composed. I am chill, right? You want to be consistent. You want to incorporate affirmations into your daily routine. The more you practice your affirmations, the more natural and effective they become. You want it to be the first thing out your mouth that you say is something positive about yourself. And the more I say it, the more I feel it. And the more I believe it. And the more I believe it, the more I'm going to see it. Then I'm going to achieve it. Emotion. You want to infuse your affirmations with emotion. Translation, I'm going to need y'all to say it with your chest. I'm going to need y'all to put some respect on your name. I ain't say respect. I say respect. Put some respect on your name, right? You got to believe it. You got to feel the positivity and belief in every statement as you say it. I am beautiful. I know I'm beautiful. I'm not going to say, I am beautiful. I am kind. I am nice. I am worthy. No, I am beautiful. I am kind. I am nice. I am worthy. I am loved. Right? So make sure you say it with your chest. Put some emotion into it. Now, we talk about environment. And remember I told you that is sometimes our physical space. Sometimes it's our mental space. When we think about our environment, we have to remind ourselves to surround ourselves with positive reminders. So, like I said, you can use sticky notes. Y'all, we got these phones. We always have our phones. I need you to make your screensaver something positive. I need you to make your screensaver, whether it's words, whether it's a picture that will remind you of the positive phrase. I don't care if you need to text it to yourself to refer back. Hi, Ali. I need for you to begin to place your affirmations where you are going to see them frequently. Like I said, such as a mirror. You can use your computer like a screensaver, put it on the fridge, the cabinet, whatever. You want to begin to create an environment that screams positivity to you. You want an environment that speaks to you, that allows you to continue to grow. All right, and to feel positive energy. Just remember, you guys, these positive affirmations, and I know that over the years people have always thought, oh, that's just something silly that people say. Absolutely not. Positive affirmations are a potent tool for transforming self-perception and enhancing our overall well-being. By consistently practicing affirmations, individuals can start to rewire their brain to focus on their strengths and their capabilities, leading to improved self-esteem, reduced stress, better mental health. So whether you're facing daily challenges or you're striving towards, achieving this long-term goal, positive affirmations have the ability to offer encouragement and the belief needed in order for us to continue to navigate through life as life be lifing. It helps us to boost our confidence, and it helps us to create more resilience, right? So I encourage each and every one of you to embrace the power of positive affirmations to unlock your potential and to start to transform your life. And with that, I'm going to say thank you to each and every one of you for being here today. Your presence, as well as the gifts that you guys have shared during the live stream, really do mean a lot to me. All of your support, whether it was tapping the screen, sharing the live, or engaging in the chat, directly benefits this movement, this journey that we are on. And honestly, it enables us to continue to keep coming back each day, making a positive impact on the community. So again, please know that your generosity fuels our mission, and honestly, it is why I keep showing up every day to do what I do. Even when I'm a little under the weather, y'all, I'm gonna try to be here, okay? So if anyone has any questions, or if you are seeking additional information about the Self-Care Club and you want to tap into some of the other resources that we offer, I do encourage you to visit theselfcareclub.org for more details. I hope to connect with each and every one of you again during our next life coaching session We will be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But yeah, I thank each and every one of you for being here. I hope that you guys have an amazing day on purpose, filled with purpose. And if anyone, like I said, has any questions or concerns, feel free to reach out to me directly. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and log off for today. So I love you guys. Like I said, have an amazing day. If anyone does need help creating their affirmations, honestly, do not hesitate to reach out to me. It is something that I offer, and it is something that I do with clients. I have people who literally just kind of book me to get their affirmations in order. Okay, so for all of the new clients, there is a free 30-minute session that you can get with me, and I can help you within that 30 minutes create your affirmations if that's all you need at this stage in life. All right, so don't hesitate to reach out to me if you guys need anything. But like I said, yeah, I love you, and I hope you guys go out there and be amazing.